Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So, with camp packed up, I believe there was some discussion of testing Valenus.
Well, if it's still glowing, there's not much we can do.
Oh, right. That's what I was checking on. It's been over a day. It would have a very faint glow at this point. Definitely still some glow, just very, very faint.
Is there like a way we could like wash it out with water or something?
If you had a pressurized stream, then yes, you could pour it into the opening on the bangle.
Well, don't look at me. I don't have that kind of magic.
To kind of give you an idea, it's like, it has several veins built into the bangle that you pour the blood into, and then they all kind of convalesce into a little gemstone in the center, and it fills with blood and then glows.
Gotcha. Okay. Can't like just put our mouth on one end and blow all the blood out.
You could certainly try.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll try that. Why not? Give me the bangle. Wait, wait. Do I have control water ready? Hold on. I don't think I do because it's so rare that I use it.
While this is all going on, Darby, you get some intense whispers in your brain, and the amulet you wear begins to like thrum against your chest. We can keep going.
Did you still want to try blowing on it?
No, it's fine. I was legitimately going to try control water if I had it ready, but man, that would have been dumb wasting a 4th level spell slot for that.
I think we can wait on testing Valenus until later.
Yeah, I think we should at least like have a good idea of where we're going to use it before we even worry about it.
Yeah, because we only have a finite amount of vials of prince blood, so we don't want to clean out the bangle if we don't have to.
And we're almost like we might die before we even get to use it, so who knows?
Exactly.
Wild, wild west.
Get killed by a giant mechanical spider.
All right. I guess we're going to the cliffs now.
Yep.
Okay. So, not blowing blood everywhere. Got it.
No.
All right. So the group sets off to the southeast looking for the cliffs. All 7 of you, I should add. And while searching for... Oh, go ahead.
While we're traveling and after getting this info, can I try calling in my gun?
Yeah. So you hold out your hand and do the thing you usually do, and once again, you've got a limp noodle severed tentacle in your hand.
Is it wiggly? Does it like move around on its own?
No.
Kind of a personal question.
Well, some severed tentacles do. Like a lizard tail.
Fizzle is utterly fascinated by your ability to summon tentacles. He wants to know if
trying it as we're walking and then just like dropping them in the snow.
When you drop them, they disappear into a wisp of shadowy smoke. So Fizzle is going to bombard you with questions like, can you teach him how to do it? Are they edible? What do they taste like? Have you ever tasted one? Does it come from a living creature? Does it grow them back every time? Does it have an infinite number of tentacles? How do you do that? Things like that.
This only started happening this morning, and this is not what usually happens.
He takes a moment of reflective thought and says, you know, it tends to happen to us all at some point or another. My condolences. He says, if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
Right.
So, Darby summons just what would be a mountain of floppy tentacles.
After a couple of tries and after that conversation, I'm actually going to pull Paddlein aside.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to give her the cloak out of my bag.
Oh. This is nice. What's the occasion? It's not my birthday.
So, I'm not sure exactly what this is, but my contractor isn't exactly pleased with it.
Oh, your contractor. Wink, wink.
Air
That's why
quotes.
this keeps happening, and I'll summon another tentacle.
Yep.
Ew. Well,
So, I don't know, maybe put it in the hole for now to just get it further away from us.
and he didn't. Well, excuse me. Whoever it is didn't say any reason as to why they don't like this.
They
No
don't offer
specifics
much
at all.
detail, but it's
Hmm.
apparently offensive.
Okay. Well, far be it from me to mess up your contract. I will keep a hold of it for now. But
What do you do with it?
She stuffs it in her backpack.
Okay, so you're not
Intent
wearing
on looking at it later.
it. Okay. Everybody else give me a perception check. Actually, you know what? I'll just look. Probably passive perception. Nobody is trying to be extra sneaky there. Passives are plenty. So everybody notices that Darby pulls Petalin aside. They have a short conversation. He seems to shove the strange blue scaled cloak at her. And she then tucks it into her bag.
All right.
Assuming that nothing is being said on what in the world? You were so loud.
Am I?
Was that loud for you guys too? Whoa, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna turn
It was a
myself
bit
down. How's
louder.
that?
That's fine. It was just like you were suddenly right here, I think.
I haven't moved.
All right. That's
Um,
crazy.
Do I feel anything or when I have the cloak?
No.
Nothing? Nothing
No.
weird? Okay.
Nope.
So after
Do
that,
Do you want me
I'm
to
going
describe it to you again?
Sure.
Let me find it here. Where did it go? Which session was this from?
I think 2 ago. I don't know if you have them numbered, but for you it would have been session like 27, because for me it was 26.
No. I keep them blocked by what we're working on. So like that was like Spira session 2 or 3, I think.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I just have cloak of blue scales. Reeks of old magic? Question mark.
Yeah.
It's concise at least.
Cloak. Anything else? Oh, okay. It's a strange leathery cloak, made of large blue scales of cascading hue. So it is darker at the top and lighter at the bottom.
Neat.
If you kind of shake the cloak, the scales rattle a little bit.
Nice.
I have a quick question just before I forget again. What is Iron Toes' first name?
Nedrick?
No, that's
No. Nollins.
No. Nollins was
Nollins Iron
Nick-
Toes, and Nedrick Iron Gut.
Oh.
Okay.
That was
okay.
Stone Gut.
Yeah,
Oh, is it? Yeah.
I have Stone
Yeah.
Gut.
Yeah, you're probably
Edric
right.
Stone Gut.
There you go.
I'm just making my notes more official. So
I'm
after
sure I
see
have it in
this,
here. Yeah.
I'm gonna just kind of like walk beside Petalin and just be like, "What's his problem?"
Well, as she's walking away, I did have
Mhm.
one more
Sure.
thing. Is the name Mordrak anything you know of?
I would say I know that name better than most. Yes. Why?
Apparently, you have some bargain to uphold as well. And I'll walk off.
I've already told him as much. Just maybe not. Just maybe not that specific thing. Huh? Whatever. New item for me.
All right. So after this interesting encounter, while searching for clues or the cliffside, or clues along the cliffside, the group spends a couple of hours just kind of like trekking to the southeast, and eventually you do see like this large cliff face looming out, despite again the dense cloud cover and still falling snow. But there is a point at which an unbelievably large bird flies overhead, cloaking the group in shadow. It drops something from its talons from high up in the air, and you all notice, you're all able to notice as this large object is now hurtling down towards the ground. What do you do?
Get out of the way.
Yeah, not be in the shadow of it.
Also, not to derail, but I think we skipped the part where Udnar was coming up to me and asking.
Oh, sure. I'm
is-
sorry.
No,
Yeah.
I just asked like, "What's his problem?"
And I respond, floppy tentacles.
Have I
Apparently
seen
that-
him trying to like do his gun thing?
I mean, you've seen him hold out his hand and
then a floppy
do
tentacle.
something, and then he suddenly is holding a floppy grayscale tentacle that is severed. And then he throws it on the ground and it disappears in a puff of smoke.
Floppy
And he did that like 2 or 3 times.
Is he still getting tentacles after he handed the cloak off?
He hasn't said that he tries it again.
I will also say to Udnar that apparently
It's time
he's-
for something.
It's time to wake up for work.
No, I don't know why that happened. There's no reason that an alarm should have gone off then. Weird.
Anyway,
shit, my train of thought derailed. Let's say something or someone about him is having a bad reaction to that blue cloak we picked up back in Spira. I think he may have made a bad bargain at some point.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm just gonna mentally store that for later. There's going to be a point where I'm going to talk very closely with Darby, because this stuff is a little disturbing to me, but this is just going in the bag for right now.
Sure. All right, so Unar stocks up the lecture bank, and all right, so that you guys spend some time traveling, towards the cliffside, just kind of searching along, looking for any sort of clues or inclinations that there might be something in the cliffs, on the cliffs, at the base of the cliffs. You're not sure. Then this enormous bird flies overhead. You're all cloaked in shadow. It drops something. Everybody scrambles and ducks for cover, and after several seconds, there is this sickening, crunching thud, followed by a loud groan, and snow and debris is just kicked up into the air. Everybody just kind of takes a moment to gather their senses, and once you kind of have a sense of, you weren't flattened by whatever was dropped, and you look ahead of you, you see that it is just this. It looks like it's dropped a bulette from the sky, and it's clearly dying. You can see that its back is broken. One of its eyes is pecked out. It has rakes and tears in its leathery hide. Like it's not dead, but it's definitely dying, and just kind of laying there groaning and occasionally twitching.
Is it weird that it reminds me of Follower?
No, since it is the same monster.
What
I assume
do
it's
we do?
bigger than follower.
What do we
Mhm.
do? Do we put it out of its misery?
I nod my head. There's a reason why it was dropped in front of us. It's ready to die.
What?
I'd
Is the
like
bird
to
still
look out for the
circling?
bird.
All right, so both of you give me a perception check. That's supposed to be in the tower,
No.
so re-roll it. All right. Darby, you seem to have lost it in the heavy cloud cover as it seems to have ascended a bit more. Petalin, you think you see a shadow of it alighting at the top of the, landing at the top of the cliff. Anything else?
I don't think this creature's winged attacker has left just yet.
Okay, well, one thing at a time.
Is there anything...
Mhm.
Oh, sorry, I was just going to ask, other than its injuries, I mean, is there anything different about this Bulette than from the others that we've seen?
Yeah, it's a full-grown adult Bulette.
Hmm. For a... Golly. Bird must be fucking massive to carry one of these.
So I'm just going to say that you notice that I'm starting to cast a spell that's probably going to damage this thing. So if you want to stop me, do it now. Otherwise, I'm going to start casting probably just a cantrip. I'm guessing Toll the Dead makes the most sense here.
You can just... So, Udinar casts Toll the Dead. The creature gives a few more twitches and kicks and then falls still to rest. It's around this time that Petalin will notice, and actually I need to look at passives again. Darby and Udinar will also notice the shadows, you can see it in front of you, the cliffways coming toward you of the bird.
We should be careful if that thing's coming this way. It could easily carry off any one of us.
I mean, I'm gonna don my shield and just get in kind of like a defensive, like, crouch stance sort of thing.
Okay. You'll notice that Nedrick, Shivers, and Fizzle have all dived for cover and are burying themselves in snow.
I'm gonna follow suit with my fellow gnomes.
Yeah, that's not gonna work out for me. I'm gonna go invisible. I'm not gonna hide
Everybody
myself.
hit the dirt.
Do we have like any trees or any cover nearby?
You notice that you are in an area that looks to be pretty heavily dotted with like landslides or rock falls, so there's not a lot of tree cover. Nothing close. More like craggy rocks and things like that. Big boulders.
Just gonna dive away from the Bulette.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Egg?
Yeah, Egg's just gonna run away from Bulette.
Egg, no!
Oh
Okay.
Looking for a big
everybody
rock
but-
to hide behind. Is what he'll do.
Everybody but Egg, give me a stealth check. Egg, you are going to be fleeing and looking for a rock. Let me think. Yeah, give me a stealth check at disadvantage. Actually, you already have disadvantage on
Oh.
stealth checks, don't you?
Shit,
Yep.
I should have rolled. I should have put disadvantage on that one. So here's my other one.
Okay. So everybody does their best ostrich head in the sand impression, except for Egg, who runs for a rock and hopes. And Egg, since you're the one, or actually Egg and Udinar who's invisible, since the two of you are not like actively heads down, you will see that the creature drops again something else, and a few seconds later, you hear several just like sickening crunches, and you see that it appears that the bird creature has dropped large rocks to finish off its kill.
Hmm. Well, too late for that. It's been kill stealed from.
It's never going to get that experience.
That's right. Give me
How
that
could it level
experience.
up? There is a distinct smell of ozone that fills the air as the bird flies by, this time a little bit lower than it was before.
Fair enough.
I'm just staying perfectly still, hoping.
Mm. Eventually, you lose sight of the creature as it disappears above the cloud line. Udinar, you pop back into existence 6 seconds later.
I think it's gone.
It's been gone for 6 seconds. It's definitely gone.
Let's get the
I'm
hell
gonna
out of
shout
here.
out to him, get the hell away from its lunch.
Petalin pops out of the snow with a little pile of it still on her head. Coast is clear.
And Nedrick pops out and says, "That is the 5th or 6th time we have come close to that beast. It seems that it hunts around here."
Though apparently it doesn't hunt you.
He looks at you and says, "I believe we'd be a little bit less than a snack for something like that."
Do I know what it
I'm not
is?
Hmm?
I just rolled to you.
I do not think so.
Okay.
If you're doing something like that, you can roll that publicly.
Oh,
Just
okay.
because I think, I don't know. That's not a skill check.
Okay, fair enough.
But you rolled a 5
Oh.
minus 1 and got a 4.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
So no.
Oh, what do you roll to see if
An
for that kind of
intelligence check.
Okay.
If you know what it is as a player and you believe that your character would have a reason to know what it is, you can make the check.
Mm-hmm.
My reason would be I have seen it before, so I'm assuming I haven't seen it before.
Mm. So what now?
I think we continue to the cliffs.
Yeah.
As fortune would have it, you are not far from what looks to be a switchback path that leads up the cliffside.
Okay.
Pretty
let's
sure
go.
that's the way we want to go.
Yep.
Okay.
We should be careful of rock slides though.
Okay. Gotcha.
Onward and upward.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a sec. All right. An aggressive switchback slick with fresh ice and snow is the only clear means to ascend to the top of the cliffs overlooking the old battlefield. The only other alternative would be to attempt to scale the treacherous rock face itself, and in this weather that would be almost guaranteed suicide. Since it seems as though that is the group's consensus, you will begin to travel upward, making your way slowly but carefully, and hoping to arrive at the top safely. If there's nothing else that anybody wants to interject, then about midway up... Oh, did I hear somebody or was that a click?
Just a
That
click.
was a click. All right. About midway up, thunder booms again, and the clouds in the sky momentarily fill with light and illuminate the white landscape all around you. It would seem winter has arrived in full force in northern Nightfall, and you are now under the effects of a full blizzard assault. Give me perception checks, please. Egg and Udinar, as you climb ever higher and your breathing comes a bit more difficult from exertion, you aren't sure if it's the moisture in your eyes freezing over or a trick of the strange gray lighting, but you could have sworn you just saw a mound of snow moving alongside you and your group. But as you turn to look at it fully, it is indeed just a motionless pile of snow. Udinar, with your keen eyes, you recognize perhaps not. As the pile shifts and topples, just moments later, the earth beneath your feet begins to tremble. You barely have time to call out before snow and earth erupt from beneath the feet of Petalin and Shivers, sending them both cartwheeling through the air, tumbling down the switchback face and at least one full level below you. They are thankfully immediately unharmed despite having literally flown through the air moments earlier because they land in a large snowbank. So give me just a moment. Seems my encounter did not save.
I just realized something we should have done, so we'll do it as soon as we're a group again.
Nedrick. Fizzle. Shivers. Lynn. And how many was it again? Where did that page go? Okay. All right. Share with everyone. A pair of bullets have erupted from beneath, sending both Petalin Shivers flying.
Ooh.
You may roll initiative as the land sharks have already made their initial moves. I guess I'll just roll everybody's initiative. It's such an easy button to do. All right. Oh, Valena shouldn't even be here. Shit, where is Valenus? I guess he'd be in chains with Nedrick.
Makes sense.
Okay, so we'll put him there. So Shivers is first. She's going to stand up, dust herself off, look over at Petalin, see that she's not dead, and then begin hustling her way up. 1, 2, 3. When she gets about here, however, she has activated the creature's trap card, and another creature erupts from beneath her.
Oh, shit.
Leaping out of the snow and attacking. So I should actually move her back here. X. And she is able to, thanks to her nimble reflexes, just barely escape being devoured or at least catapulted for a second time. Valenus is... You know, I guess he would probably pull against Nedrick, but Nedrick's stronger than him, so nothing is achieved there. Isaac, the initiative is yours.
I'm gonna try and manifest my gun.
You get a tentacle. In fact, as you manifest the tentacle, the voice in your head speaks again and says, "It wouldn't. You didn't think it would be that easy, would you?"
Been watching Yu-Gi-Oh recently, or what's going on?
No.
Okay. Unfortunate. I guess I'm running up to the bulette. As I'm running, I will pull the dagger out of my boot too.
Okay.
But I will attack with the rapier.
Okay. The thin blade deflects from its leathery hide.
I'm gonna back the fuck up.
Yeah, makes sense.
I don't know if I have enough movement for that, so that would probably. Yeah, that'd be 30.
Okay. All right. So now it's going to go, and the bulette is going to. Yeah, it's going to burrow. And then it's going to leap out here under Fizzle. So down and then up, and then it leaps into the air, trying to take the small gnome with it. Does hit. Is that right? Where is he? No, he should have mage armor on. Wait, did that not go on him? Did I have to target it himself? Fizzle, target yourself. Why are you not targeting yourself? Because it's the bulette's turn. All right, so let's set you to target yourself. There we go. Mage armor. There we go. Now back to the bulette. Make sure it didn't accidentally get mage armor. It didn't. So a 15. 15. Does that hit you now? Where's your AC? $15 does hit. Okay. So it leaps out of the snow, chomps down on Fizzle.
Oh no.
You can see just like a gout of blood, just I don't know. I don't want to say flies, but like bursts from the little gnome.
Like when you bite on a cherry tomato wrong.
Aw.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right. And he is nearly down for the count. And then it's going to. Oh, it's going to stay there because it wants to shake him like a dog. All right. Second bulette is going to burrow.
Do you see
Make
what
sure
your
that I'm
monster
reading
can do? Do you see why nobody liked him?
Is now really the most appropriate time?
Imagine what he could have done for us.
He was so cute when he was tiny.
That's the problem, man. The alligators are always cute until they're bigger, then they
They
go in
grow
the
so
toilet.
fast.
Yeah,
Dude, they're not that cute when they're small. They got
that's true.
those bug eyes that stick out and
I mean, it depends
little
what you find cute.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
True.
It leaps and lands on Nedric and Valenus. Have to make saving throws, which they didn't program in here for me, so I'm gonna have to find their shit and do it.
You had disadvantage for being restrained.
Yep.
Good.
He's gonna be a dead boy.
All right.
That's kind of not great because we could use some more information from him, maybe.
They are both knocked prone as the monstrous creature lands on them, pinning them beneath its heavy weight.
Talking as
Pedal in.
a player quickly, if I were to do cleric things to help out the group, obviously I'm going to help out the other NPCs. Do we want Valenus to die, or do we want to keep him alive? Just so I know whether or not to target him. Like,
I mean, blood is blood.
We have already seen that the body does not need to be alive in order for the blood to activate the bangle.
right, but like, did
That's
Darby want
true.
to talk with him more, kill him himself? Like, should I bother keeping him alive? Okay, I'm gonna try to keep him alive, but I'm not gonna prioritize it. Okay.
Okay. Can I still see the group, or are they obscured because they are above me?
They are pretty far above you there.
So I can't really see them.
Yeah, that's like 20, 25 feet, depending on where you're trying to scale from.
Shit. And scaling the cliff, that's half movement, isn't it?
That'd be like quarter movement because it's icy.
Sure. So we are not gonna do that. But if I can't see them, then I can't very well cast buffing spells on them. So.
That is correct.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just gonna start booking it up the hill.
Well, as
Okay.
you start booking it,
Oh god.
Oh no! Seriously, another trap card?
I really like Yu-Gi-Oh meta in our game, by the way. It's real good.
the wall of Karibo prevents your advance.
No!
No, yet another Bulette seems to have been waiting or lying in wait, and leaps out of the snow, attempting to take
Fuck.
Pedalin down. You are able to narrowly escape its jaws, and you can move back to where you were, which I think is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right there.
Oh, shoo! Okay. Oh, well, that kind of changes what I was gonna do a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. I think what we'll do is we'll just save our sorcery spells for now. Bad, scary monster jumping out at me. And we're just gonna wildly stick our hands behind us as we're anime running, and hope that our Eldritch Blasts can hit him from there.
Oh, I was like, what are you doing?
I'm running!
Yeah. I couldn't figure out why you were weeb running.
Because I'm trying to hit him.
Okay. Are you saying that you're blind firing Eldritch Blast?
No. I was just doing that to be funny.
Okay.
No, I'd actually look over my shoulder and try to hit it.
Okay.
There's one.
That's a miss as the
There's
blast
2.
hits the snow, and so does the second one.
Well, that's what I get for weeb running anyway.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think we'll pass our turn from there.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But he's not really on our team necessarily. Okay. So at 3rd level, I'm going to cast Bless to get all of us that I can see up here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to use the 4th on a guy named Villain, basically. Villainous. So.
Hey, the prince's name is Villain.
I'm just seeing if I want to use it as a bonus action. I don't really have a follow-up, so I'll just use it as a cast spell to save the thing for later. Okay. So cast Bless at 3rd. And bam. Okay. And now I'm just deciding what if I want to do anything else. Maybe I can act as fodder for this guy. Actually, I'm gonna go right beside him here, and just end my turn there.
Okay. First Bulette. No, I can't do anything with that. So yeah, it's not even going to bother burrowing. It's just going to try to bite Shivers. It definitely bites Shivers.
Oh no, Shivers!
And just absolutely mauls her through her flimsy leather armor. Let's see. How does this work?
So invest in these stupid NPCs.
Looks like her timbers got shivered.
Oh god damn
Alright.
it.
So the Bulette bites Shivers. It's a powerful bite. She's still standing. You can act like pedaling. You can actually see like the blood flowing from her, like freezing on her skin, and clothing. All right, Nedrick. Going to shove his way just barely out from under the Bulette. He's going to stand up. And he's going to just start stabbing at this thing. And you can see like he's got the chain wrapped around his wrist, and he's got like he just pulls his spear out. He leaves his shield on his back, and he's like got the spear in an inverted grip, and he's just stabbing downward at the creature. All right, you're not prone anymore, so that 18 would have hit. And then stabs again. And again. So 3 hits. Two-handing his spear. Again, a broad-headed dwarven crafted spear. And you can just see he's ripping chunks, like he's twisting the spear as he stabs it and then ripping it out and leaving these gaping holes in the side of the leathery hide of the Bulette. It is still up, however. And then Fizzle. Jesus Christ, you have a lot of shit going on, Fizzle. Let's see. Nope. You know what? That'll do it.
Oh no.
He's gonna fireball.
For what it's worth, Nedric's on a half square, so he might not get hit.
He shouldn't have been in range to be hit.
Cool.
Yeah, so where he's standing, he's gonna cast fireball. I think. Let me make sure.
Oh, this could be so dope.
Is that it, really? Yeah, fuck it. Fireball. All right, Fizzle. Target Bulette 69 and Bulette 1, and not yourself. Lobbed at both the Bulettes. Fairly average damage, actually. As the great ball of fire cascades from his fingertip, exploding and just evaporating the snow, which is now just like a barren patch of dirt, scorched dirt at that. The two Bulettes are still standing, but now charred and smoldering. And then, realizing that he's in kind of an awkward position, he's gonna stay put. He knows better. All right, Egg, you're up.
All right. Can I stand here? Is that terrain I can stand on?
Yes, you can stand there.
Okay. So I'm going to attack this Bulette first. I'm going to rage. It's my bonus action.
Mm-hmm. Egg gets mad.
Egg lets out a blood-curdling scream and eyes go white.
Echoes along the switchback.
And he's going to start stabbing. He's going to attack with the heavy trick spear.
Okay. That is a hit with the break spear.
I get to reroll that.
Did you want to be there then? Since you have reach with that weapon?
I guess I'll go here instead.
Okay. Stabbing past Fizzle Whip.
So you can add 3 to that.
Okay.
Attack again.
That is another hit. Anything else?
Are you gonna pull the lever?
Is pulling the lever a bonus?
It's a bonus action.
Yeah, so I've already used my bonus action. So
I see.
can't even if I want to.
Understood. Okay.
That's my turn.
Heavy two-handed reach, 1d10 piercing or slashing. After making a successful attack as a bonus action, you can break the blade inside the opponent. Yeah. Okay. So you're finished?
Yes.
So, despite the creature's leathery hide, you find that your newly acquired sheer strength allows you to literally brute force the sharp edge of the break spear past it and into the creature, and you give it 2 quick, hard thrusts. Shivers, realizing that she's in a bit of a predicament herself, is going to use her bonus action and disengage. And having seen the gout of flame from Fizzlewhip's fireball, she's going to move back this way. 1, 2, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 6. She's going to use her action to dash forward. Yeah, shouldn't have anything else. So Valenus is underneath and is going to do his best to upset Nedric's balance and attempt to escape. But being pinned beneath the bulette makes that awfully difficult, and he is unsuccessful. Darby, the initiative is yours.
I'm gonna step up and try and poke it in the mouth.
That is a hit. As you find a critical area inside of its gaping maw, and not entirely unlike a dentist's needle, find a place to sink your blade.
And then I'm gonna swipe at it with my dinky dagger.
The dinky dagger it is, as it is unable to pierce the leathery hide of the bulette.
And then I will back off.
Well. The 420th bulette is going to leap from a standing position and attempt to pin Petalin. I need you to make a strength or dexterity saving throw, your choice, as it flies through the air at you.
Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna use my favored of the gods to add 2d4 to that.
Okay. So Petalin attempts to dive out of the way of the flying bulette. Unfortunately, the only person who can see what's about to happen is Shivers, as a literal planar gate seems to open, just like a teeny tiny rift in space, and it's just enough cosmic energy to like shunt Petalin out of the way. So like she tried to dodge, she slipped in the snow, she didn't get quite as far, and then like a literal miniature black hole opens up and just like pulls her the rest of the way. And so the creature leaps, and she is able to escape its deadly, deadly jaws. On a successful save, only half. 3 4. You're pushed 5 feet out of the space, so you get pushed there. That's where you dodge to. It lands here. So you take 14 damage.
Ouch.
All right. The elite bulette, seeing that it is now in an unfavorable position, is going to burrow. It digs its way into the hard-packed earth, and you see its trail moving. Actually, I'll just leave it there because you would be able to see where it's moving to. You know what? How smart are these things? Not very. So, yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's going to pop up down here. And then it can't jump after moving, so that's where it's going to stay. So, Petalin, you see a second bulette erupt from the side of the switchback. And then 69, realizing that it has something pinned underneath it, is going to try to swallow Valenus. No problems hitting there. Yeah, the captive elf is now held entirely in Bulette 69's mouth, with a bit of chain dangling out.
Well,
And it's going to take off, and so Nedrick is going to have to make a strength saving throw. Oh, Nedrick is coming with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nedrick is probably underground at this point, having been dragged through the creature's burrow. Petalin, the initiative is yours.
Is the grid on the map to scale?
Yes.
So in other words, like if I do the arrow on it, I should be able to Misty Step up to the square next to Shivers, but
because there's verticality in play, so it kind of
Exactly,
warps
so-
things. So I would say it's treated, if you're going up at all, treat it as though each one is diagonal. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah, so it'd be the first square would be 5, and
Yes.
so on and so forth.
Yes.
Oh god. I can't get that far.
can you not bonus action to dash to the edge and then do it?
Well, if I don't Misty Step first, I'm going to take an attack of opportunity.
Oh right,
But-
you'd have to disengage as your bonus action to not anyway. If you
Oh,
were to
Yeah.
move.
she can't disengage as a bonus action.
Yeah.
She's not a rogue.
Oh,
She has
that's
disengage as a main action.
So I'm just going
But
to
Misty Step is a bonus action.
Yeah, which
Right.
so I could do, but if I do that first, I'm gonna get only like halfway up the cliff, and then I'm just gonna be clinging to the cliff and going. I can't.
Well, no, because if you're right up on the base of it, it's only 20 feet, so you can go
Yeah.
up.
Because you would still have your move.
I suppose so. So if I was going up,
I think you could even technically start climbing with your move, and then when your move is completely done, then Misty Step.
Well, she can move Misty Step and then keep moving, because she'll make
True.
it to the top.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I had mentioned it's like 20, 25 feet at its tallest, and if she's going straight up and a little bit over, I'm fine with it. But from where she is now, I would say you treat it as a diagonal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
so I guess I just take the attack of opportunity as I try to move the heck away.
You don't
You
want
can
to
use
use
your
your action to
action.
disengage?
Yeah.
Oh, it's my action. Duh. You're right. You're right.
You're
Okay.
gonna- yeah.
Yes, I will do that. So I'll move here for disengaging. Is this it's 2 squares?
Yeah.
And then I will Misty Step up the cliff. Thank you. So let's see. I should have 20 feet of movement left.
Yes.
So I'm going to keep running. 5, 10, 15, 20 to get to Egg. Because after seeing a ball of fire burst from the cliff and his blood-curdling scream, I thought for sure he was dead. But he doesn't seem to be.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. First things first, let's get some heals around to those who are worse for wear. So, casting this at a 4th level. Oh, that's something. Not bad.
It is something.
It is something. Okay.
You won't hear me complain.
And that's a bonus action, isn't it?
That is, yeah.
It's a very good spell.
It's very, very good for sure. All right, so 1, 2, 3. I guess. So I can get there. And then use a main action to dash.
I mean, you were standing here, right?
I was right.
Like just north of Fizzle?
here. Yeah.
Yeah. So that'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You know, the one thing I
So
do miss from Roll20 is being able to ping.
Yes.
That's the one thing I miss.
Yep.
Okay. Whoops. I'm going on halfers here. And I think I can get up to here. Using a dash. Bonus is done. That's it.
Okay. Let's gonna burrow and burst out beneath Shivers, flying 15 feet in the air. Let's see if she gets out of the way.
You guys can see this, right?
Hmm?
The arrow that I'm making, you guys can see it?
Nope.
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 No.
Okay.
Dex save. Ooh, it's a bad dex save. Well, Shivers, once again, is going to go flying through the air, but not before she gets chomped. Where is it? But since she's grappled, she's underneath the bulette. Yeah, it really wasn't intended that the NPCs would be the core targets here. They were just the outliers. Nedrick is going to just break the chain, and in doing so, he is now free to move about the cabin. But he's going to stand up. Doesn't have any actions left, so he's going to draw his shield along with his spear and step forward to the bulette. And then we're on to Fizzlewhip. What can you do, buddy? You used Fireball, and you've used Mage Armor. He's going to summon... Or rather, he's going to fill the air with a cloud of spinning daggers on top of the bulette. But not on top of Shivers. They're both in half squares. Put this here. There. There we go. It takes damage when it enters the first time or starts its turn. Okay. Target. Bulette 1. Stop targeting Bulette 69. cut it up. Go. As it is eviscerated by the cloud of knives, but still alive. Now sporting several fresh wounds. And can you do anything else? Nope. Egg, the initiative is yours.
All right, let's go after this Bulette. Egg runs out in his blind rage and goes and like sort of slides right into his piercing attack.
Okay. That's a hit.
Huh.
Egg performs his sliding stab.
Stabs again.
Yes.
And then
Poking yet another hole in the bulette.
follows up with his with a twirl around to hit it with the other end.
Is that your bonus action?
Yes.
All right.
And that's my turn.
7 more damage as the bulette lives. Shivers. Oh no.
Yep.
Shivering.
She manages to squeeze out from underneath the bulette. She's going to stand up. You're not close enough to grant her sneak attack, so she's just going to have to attack normally. Swinging wildly with her short sword. Miss. A miss. And a hit. For 9 damage. And then she's going to use her bonus action to disengage. Step right there. Valenus, still alive, being eaten. Once out. Is not able to pry himself free. Darby,
No.
you have the initiative.
All right, 30 puts me here. And try and poke it in the eye.
You do poke it.
Neato.
All right, you get sneak attack when there's nothing there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right. You stab the creature, and blood continues to pour from the fresh wound. Its breathing is very heavy and labored.
Now, do I make the smart play or the stupid play?
Which one is
looks cooler?
Yeah, yeah. Which one's funner?
All right, I'm gonna hit it with the dinky dagger.
Okay.
You do hit it
Oh,
and slay the bulette, piercing its eye with your dagger. Actually, even cooler than that, you thrust the dagger upward through the roof of its mouth and stab it in the brain.
See, Egg? Really that hard? Come on, man. Get with it.
You guys think of daggers as dinky, but daggers are only just like a couple inches shorter than a short sword.
This is one meant to go in my boot.
So it's more. Well, I mean, if it's a dagger, then it's dagger length, which is like the full length of your boot. Because there is a difference between a dagger and a knife.
So would it be bigger than a Bowie knife? A dagger
Let me
in this
look.
world?
It would
Yes.
probably be.
It would be bigger than that.
Yes,
Okay, that is
yes.
big. Yeah. All right.
They're just long.
So a Bowie knife is between 5 and 12-inch blade length.
Mm-hmm.
So they vary quite a lot.
Sure.
A dagger typically is about 14 inches.
Dang.
Wow.
Why am I carrying so many?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 12 to 14 because everybody. So just because I know that this is how everybody thinks of it, everybody thinks a dagger is like a knife.
Like a thumbtack or something.
But well, for whatever, like just because in so many like depictions of fantasy, you get this little triangle Peter Pan, Disney's Peter Pan knife, and people are like, "Oh, that's a dagger." No, that's a knife.
No, this is a knife.
That's not a knife. All right. Where's 420? Okay. 40 feet from Petal Inn is just enough for it to get anywhere. So I think this one is actually going to go for egg.
You let 420.
That's
God damn it. These numbers.
just enough. So egg, please make a strength or dexterity saving throw. Your choice.
Well, I have advantage on strength saves, so I'll do that.
Okay.
And also my strength is higher. Give me that die.
Yes. So you get pushed there as the creature bursts from beneath, and you'll take 7 total because it's 14 and then cut in half again because you're raging.
Mm-hmm. Want me to put that on there?
Yes. Oh, we don't have to find you because unfortunately this one doesn't have a save built in. So if I roll it, it's
Gotcha.
going to roll the full damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then the Leet Bulette, who is 35. So yeah, absolutely going for fizzle. Please make your little dex save, you tiny gnome. Oh, that's no good. Prone, no longer concentrating on your cloud of daggers. No, stop it. Remove this. And a deadly leap. Wait, why is that on Shivers? That should be on Fizzle. Shit, where is Shivers? Is Shivers dead? No.
Beside pedaling.
Right next to Petalin.
Yeah. I'm in the combat tracker.
Oh.
Above.
Top.
Oh.
Yeah, very top.
Yep. Okay, so Fizzle Whip is down as he is flattened beneath the Bulette as it leaps out of the snow and lands on him.
Oh, shit. Okay.
That's 69. Having been prodded by Nedrick, but with food in its mouth, it doesn't really want to fight. It's going to keep trying to flee, especially since it's wounded, too. So Nedrick gets to buckle my shoe and make an attack of opportunity. That is a hit. As he stabs the creature through the back, but it's not enough to stop it. It's still going to flee with Valenus. And I think that's enough for it to get off map, and it is faster than him, so it is gone. You know, this is actually not how I intended for this to go.
Goodbye, sweet not prince.
Yeah.
Okay. That's Pedal in.
Okay. So with 2 Bulettes left to fight. She takes a good Good look at Egg. Casts haste. And Egg is suddenly feeling very fast and empowered.
It's like someone turned the overcharge on in his brain.
Mm-hmm.
Someone hit fast forward.
And then she's gonna back the fuck up.
Back the fuck up.
Back the fuck up. And then, just so she has a little bit of speed left, she tries to hit the bulette that took out her friendly little gnome of Fizzlewhip with an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, quicken it.
Yes. I think it rolled twice.
It did roll
Targeting
twice.
yourself.
Well,
Oh,
I mean, you shoot 2 blasts. The second one would have hit. Just make sure you're targeting it
yeah.
and roll
Targeting
damage for
it.
1.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me make sure. Bullet AC here. Yeah.
Yep, she
so
rolled
only
damage
only
for
roll them
1.
hit.
And then she
Alright.
rolled a 1.
There you
Mm-hmm.
go.
As you blast the bullet on top of Fizzlewhip.
Okay.
Fuck. What a bummer. Okay. Fizzlewhip hasn't moved since I moved, right? Like, that's where he went
No.
down?
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's just rewind, I guess, and fucking use an action to get back here with my movement. Fucking Fizzle. Alright. Because
He's
I'm
tiny and squishy.
I know. Oh, trust me, I'm aware. Alright. I'm going to use one of my beads to cast Cure Wounds on him at a 2nd level. So that's going to eat up a slot as well as a bonus action. So he will get 8 and 8, 16. He'll get 21 back automatically because he's at 0.
Hold on. Necklace of I just want to read that because that seems weird, but I want to read it. Necklace of prayer beads. One of blah blah blah. I want to use one wearing the necklace. Each bead contains a spell you can cast from zone. Once a magic bead can't be used again. Amulet notes, holy symbol, blah blah blah. Where are you getting that you can upcast out of the necklace?
Oh, wait. It casts at a 2nd level. I think, right? Hold on. Let me look it up again.
Cure wounds 2nd level or
Yeah.
2nd restoration. Okay.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't take a slot at all.
It doesn't take a slot at all. Yeah. My bad.
Yeah. You can't upcast anything out of there. So
Right.
okay. So cure wounds.
So he gets 21 back.
Oh, because it full heals.
Yeah, because
'Cause
he's
he's
at
down?
0. Mm-hmm.
Okay. How much again?
21.
Okay. There's another thing I liked about Roll20 was being able to just hit plus and minus on the hit points.
Me too.
So 21, that'd be... Yeah, okay. All right. You feed life back into the unconscious gnome.
Yeah, we're gonna need him. Also,
You can control scroll wheel on that field and move it up and down.
Well, right, but I can't hit like minus 21 or plus 21. I have to like do math.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to pass.
All right. That's a dead bullet. Nedrick.
Man, I'm looking up 12-inch machetes now because I was just interested in looking at like what you could do with it, like a dagger or something, and you could fuck somebody up with this shit. Good God.
Yeah. Yeah, 9 to 14 inches.
Kind of want one of these.
Basically, from your elbow to your wrist, and
Yeah,
that's a dagger.
That's crazy.
All right, so me. One, two, three, four. So it's all right, Nedrick. I'm gonna allow you to make an athletics check here to do something epic. Are you guys able to see that?
No.
Nope.
No. Well,
He's gonna jump.
Nedrick takes a step back
Oh
and
lord.
then charges and leaps.
Oh no.
And thanks to an actually pretty decent strength score coupled with a pretty good athletics check, he's gonna land on the Bulette spear tip first.
Fuck yeah.
Oops. That didn't target, but what's Rumble, what was the button for forcing a crit?
I think if you hold shift and double click on the attack.
Yes. Okay, so he lands after a flying leap on the Bulette, taking some damage himself from falling. Let's see, that'd be there. And just like pierces through its back with the spear. But that's going to be his whole turn. Fizzle, you're alive. Can you wiggle free? You know, you're just prone, so yes. Yes, you can. You're literally gonna... Fizzle Whip is going to appear in a cloud of smoke next to Pedal In. Make sure that he's not prone. Or not. Okay. And then... what are you targeting? Bulette 1. Bulette 1 is dead. Target 1337. And he fires a blob of acid from his hand, which the Bulette fails to dodge. Wait, why is that 1d6? That's not right. Be 2d6. Nice. So 11 damage. And then Egg, you have the initiative.
All right, so this Bulette is in front of my face. It seems
And
like
there's a dwarf on its back.
that seems like a fine target to attack. And this time I'll just try slashing it.
Can you imagine a
Slash.
dense dwarf in heavy armor flying through the air and landing on you?
Boy, that'll knock the wind out of you.
Yeah. That is an automatic miss.
Uh-huh.
The sheer awe of Nedrick's leap having distracted you enough, that is a hit. Dealing 9 damage.
Slash at it, and then I do butt end.
That is a miss.
Okay.
As
Roll
it
that.
thuds against the hide, the natural armor. Shivers. Oh, you know what? Shivers is within range to get sneak attacks. So that's what she's going to try to do. What about?
He's hasted. Shouldn't he have another attack?
Oh, yeah, you are hasted. You should remember that you are hasted. Hasty haste. Egg?
Oh, I have
You're
haste
muted?
attacks.
Yes.
I forgot I was hasted. All right.
Don't worry, we all did.
Not me.
Thankfully, the person who used their spell slot didn't.
I'm concentrating on this shit over here.
Is that a hit?
That is a miss.
Okay.
And you have one more, don't you? Yeah. That is a crit.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think you have your crit damage in there correctly.
Yeah, I don't know how to crit on the regular attack roll.
Well, it should have automatically rolled it.
Weird.
You may have just not put it in correctly, but just roll another d10. I mean, roll 2d10 because you rolled a 1, so you need to re-roll that one anyway.
Yep.
All right, so
Nice.
add 15 or add 13 damage to that. Which one is that? 420?
That is on 420, correct.
Adding 13. See right there, if I could just hit plus 13, it'd be great. Instead, I had to do math. All right, 420 is still up. So I believe that was the actual end of Egg's turn. Now
Yes.
Shivers is going to, in a frenzy, make many stabs on Beelite 420. Oh, right. Not prone anymore. Drop to 14 plus 7, that's a hit. That's a hit. And that's a hit, none of which are crits, but one of them is a sneak attack. As she dishes out 37 damage to Bulette 420 in a flurry of stabs. And then she's going to step back using a bonus action to disengage and cover Fizzle. Darby, the initiative is yours.
Okay. 15 puts me here. Gonna poke and run.
Finish it off with the dagger again.
That is a hit. As you thrust your rapier into the billet for 14 damage.
Yeah, I got enough movement to get where I want to go. Hit it with the dagger.
Right?
And then
Jam the dagger
moving
home for a bit extra. All right, you get to do that for free, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I
Say.
was hoping that would have killed it too.
All right. Where? All right. Nedrick is on top of it. Egg is right beside it. It was stabbed many times. All right. Egg, roll a d20. Okay, make an attack of opportunity.
All right.
That is a hit. You kill it.
Nice.
Nice.
I wanted to see if it was going to be you or Nedrick who got to make the attack of opportunity, since you were both there and you rolled higher, so you got it.
Gotcha.
I also want to point this out, which was the result after Darby's turn.
Oh god
Oh,
damn
come
it.
on.
So Egg finishes it off with an
Ha,
attack of
Frickin'
opportunity.
Still for you.
Bonus action attacks don't get fucking modifier added to them.
Yeah. That means there's one left. It's not smart, but it's not just absolutely stupid. So it's going to attack Udinar.
Okay.
And
I thought it
then
was gonna
try
flee.
to bring him with it. If it can snatch him up. What? No.
Oh, it was on
sh-
Shivers.
Shit.
Yeah.
Is it too late for me to gravity well on Udinar?
Well, I mean, it rolled at disadvantage, so literally no.
Okay.
But are you doing that because I said what its intentions were, or because you would have done that at him being attacked?
No, I would have done that at him being attacked. I totally forgot that I had it in my thing, so. But
Okay.
it's my fault, so we'll just skip it for now.
Okay. It's targeting Udinar. 13 plus 7. That's a 20. So would a 20 hit?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then make a strength saving throw.
Okay. Oops.
Yeah, you manage to stay free of the Bulet's jaws as it disappears beneath the earth and burrows away. Let's see, 5, 10. That's as far as it can get. Petalin, the initiative is yours.
Can I still see it, or is it like totally underground?
It would be very underground at that point because it
Okay.
didn't go back to the surface.
Okay, so, and then these two over here are dead.
Mm-hmm.
1 and 1 and 420.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna look around and ready an Eldritch Blast for if the Bulet pops up within 5 feet of any of the immediate party members.
Okay. Udinar?
Oh, okay. Good lord. I think I'm just gonna patch myself up, frankly. I'm gonna use the other level 2 bead on myself.
Okay.
So I'll get myself here. And this is a level 2, not a level 1. Oh, that's something. Since that's a bonus action, can I ready a normal action?
Sure.
I'm gonna ready the action that, kind of the same as Petalin. If I see this thing come back up, I'm going to cast a Toll the Dead at it.
All right. Anybody else want to ready or do anything?
Already Egg could probably just run around before his rage ran out if its turn and priority came out.
Okay.
Just literally running around for looking for a thing to hit. But
I mean,
not find anything.
we can just call combat over here.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So Nedrick is swearing up a storm in Dwarven. So I don't know if any of you speak or Dwarvish. I don't know if any of you speak Dwarvish, but the emotion is conveyed quite clearly, even if the message is not. In fact, both Fizzle and Shivers take some time. They pull out some potions and drink them, and like cautiously back away from Ned. They kind of make their way a little bit further up the trail, never turning their back on him, just kind of keeping their eyes on him and like looking at you guys and kind of like motioning like, come this way. As he just starts to hack at the bodies of the two downed bullets. Anybody follow?
I will edge away, following the gnomes.
Yeah, I'd probably do the same. He needs a moment, I think.
Yep.
This might be a good time
Like,
for Egg to talk warrior talk with him.
Yeah.
Have
Egg
that.
joins in.
You just start mutilating the Bulette corpse.
Yeah.
All right. Isaac.
Darby's gonna approach Petalin again.
Okay. Well, let me kind of narrate what's going on first, and then you can chat with Petalin. So in all of this dwarvish swearing, you pick out a few words that obviously don't have dwarvish equivalents. Things like Valane's name and well, actually, probably everybody knows the dwarvish word for elf because that'd be one of everybody wants to learn swear words of other languages, and that's basically a swear word in dwarvish. So you know that one. You pick that one up. And he drops that spear and he's just bashing this thing with the edge of his shield with both hands, and there's just gore and viscera and guts, and of course Egg joins in, I guess, too. And then eventually, like maybe 15 minutes later, he'll tire himself out, pick his spear back up, calmly put everything away, and then hike up the trail after everybody else. Unless Egg has anything to say to him. All right, so you're 15 minutes of making your way up the switchback with Petalin, Darby, Noodles, Shivers, and Fizzle.
During his tantrum, I'm gonna say to Petalin, I changed my mind. I need that cloak back.
Have new instructions, do you?
Not exactly instructions, but the message is clear.
Which is?
I need the cloak.
Well, I'm loath to give it back to you because I think we could figure out what it does, and it's obviously a very powerful magic item. I don't think I can give it back to you without knowing what you need to do with it.
While it exists, this keeps happening. And
Tentacle.
Another tentacle.
Ugh. Well,
Tentacle.
I'm sorry about that, but that's not really a very pressing issue right now, is it? At the very least,
when
we
I
should
don't
save
have
it.
my weapon and don't have my magic. Until this gets resolved.
And tell me, how do you intend to destroy a powerful magic item like this without your magic and without your whatever that weapon you call is?
There are terms to my deal.
Well, there's
I
terms
intend
to
to
my
fulfill
deal
those
too.
terms.
Do you want me to tell you what they are so you'll tell me what yours are?
I'm gonna make
Show
the
you
somehow
yours and I'll
your-
show you mine.
Yeah.
If somehow your deal fixes this and another tentacle, just slap it on the snow.
They don't make any impact. They just poof into shadow. So there's not even a
Ugh.
satisfaction of slapping it against anything.
Oh, those tentacles don't slap.
I mean, you
man.
could try to slap. He could try to
It is-
slap something with them, but throwing them on the
It's-
ground, they
How
poof
can
before they slap.
My job is to find magic items, not just for Spira, but to find out where they are and how they can help potentially bring back some of the old gods. Now, I don't know if that means anything to you, but it certainly means something to me. And I need to get Spira up and running so that I can go in search of some rune stones. And the way I see it, this cloak can help with that. So is there a problem with taking it to Spira? Won't it being absorbed by the city or whatever do that?
I don't think who I work for is that lenient.
You're really not going to tell me who it is that you work for, are ya?
Because even I don't know who I'm working for.
How can you not know? You made the deal, didn't you?
That's where the commercial break would be.
We already took our break, though.
Yeah.
Mm.
You good boy. Send him to the Shadow Realm.
You asked me if I knew who Mordrak was. I know who he is because he's the one I made the deal with. So I would think that you would know who you made a deal with.
I made my deal at the cusp of death because my only goal in life was to save my brother. So I had no qualms about giving up everything it took. And now that I have him here, I refuse to be taken away now.
Taken away. More on the line is... There's more on the line than just your magic, you mean?
Who I work for is hungry. And if I don't feed him, I'm next in line. And I'm not going to let some cloak separate me from my brother now, after searching for him for 2 decades.
Pedalin pulls out the cloak.
Give him the
Well-
cloak.
Well, I'm not gonna let a cloak get in your way either. But let this be proof that, I and Udinar also care about Egg, and you're one of us now. She'll hand it over.
Yeah, this is a situation I can't add anything to. I'm just gonna move off to a side a little bit.
The debt won't be forgotten. And I'm going to go and start kicking away snow to find some ground.
Are you gonna bury it?
You know what? Actually, when I see you start doing that, I'll take my shovel and I'll start digging for you. I'll start digging away the snow.
All right, you clear a decent chunk of snow.
So I just need like flat actual
Ceremonial grave for
Yeah.
the elf.
ground.
I understand.
Yeah, so I'm going to take a piece of chalk out of one of my pouches and draw a circle on the ground. And within the circle, can anyone read deep speech?
No.
Okay. So symbols and letters are written around in the circle. The cloak is placed in it. And then Darby's going to cut his finger with his dinky dagger and then smear blood onto his amulet.
Okay. As you do so, I've been waiting for this because I had some fun ideas. And actually, I learned this. This is where a couple of things have changed because the information I learned from you recently. As you do so, and you smear the blood on your amulet, the weapon that you so often summon manifests itself within the circle. And so, who's there that can see this? Pedalin, Udinar, Shivers, and Fizzle would be able to see the weapon itself. Being what it is, forms a mouth and begins to devour the cloak. Just like like whole, you can see just like taking it in. And it's not a very long process. And eventually it just has not entirely unlike a snake, just swallowed it all into itself.
Well, that's disturbing.
You get used to it.
I'm mortified.
The weapon in its circle, for the first time in Darby's entire existence that he is aware of, speaks.
Oh, God.
It says, "Now that wasn't so hard, now was it?"
That is also disturbing.
Yeah, it hasn't done that before. I'm going to try and pick up the gun.
It fits comfortably in your hand as it always has.
I'm going to make it disappear and try to make it reappear.
Gun is gone, gun is there.
So, no more sushi then?
I'm just going to holster it in the front loop of my belt and keep walking.
As you do so, it says, "You need a bath," and then disappears on its own.
What a fucking asshole.
Well, Pedalin trots up after Darby and kind of pulls at his sleeve a little bit. So how do you know Mordrak? Or
Because
know of
whatever
him?
was talking mentioned him.
Good things or bad things?
Said hold the ascendant to our bargain. So I don't know if that means Mordrak or if that means you. But it seems like Mordrak made some deal with whoever it is I'm working for.
Oh, Lord. Well, that is also disturbing.
The voice fills your head again, Isaac.
I see that.
Well, Udinar, what do you say to there only being one god now, huh?
Like, out of character, I'm trying to decide how I'm going to react to this.
Oh, okay,
Because
sorry.
it's almost... I almost feel like I should attack him. But I'm not... I don't want to.
Well, I'm curious as to why. Because you're
This
not...
is- yeah, no,
you're
we're
not
going to
like
have a discussion.
There's only one... Yeah.
I wouldn't have anything to say, honestly, currently.
You're just looking kind of moody.
No. Kind of like puzzled, maybe, would be a better word. Don't know what to think of it yet.
Just to be clear, unless this is a decision that you've made for the character yourself, your deity does not demand one god's service. It's not like, I'm the only one, destroy everything else.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't like the idea of others, though.
Just like a personal character thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, it is going to make for a good conversation for sure.
Yeah.
At some point, whenever we rest.
I mean, especially since you are now in the face of. I mean, you've known about Mordrak. You found the holy symbols that seemed to have some sort of life in them still, and now you've witnessed Darby's shadowy manifestation. Like his weapon talked and ate a magic item. So
Yeah.
there's that. So around this time is maybe when Egg and Nedrick, both definitely wearing a fresh coat of red paint, are gonna remerge with the group.
Oh, hey guys, what did we miss?
Oh, Egg.
What?
You know, your shit's gonna rust if you keep if you just wear that around. So she's gonna
That's why I have
start
so many.
she's gonna start using prestidigitation just over and over again to slowly clean the blood off of him.
Like a mother, like wiping their kid's like face
Yeah.
or something.
That's what
Okay.
magic is for, right? Cleaning?
Yes, Egg. That's what magic is for. Also soap, maybe?
True.
Yeah, I thought Egg didn't like magic. he'd be at the soap camp.
Probably.
All right. So moving on.
Yeah.
After the bloody encounter with the Bulette pack and the harrowing climb up the cliffside switchback to getting to the top, reaching the top, seeing the flat surface of the of the cliff top,
Wow.
of the cliff top is a welcome relief for the entire group. Can I get a survival check?
Yeah.
For Egg and Udanar, a bit of effort in clearing some of the mass snowfall makes finding, or rather, in spending a bit of effort clearing some of the mass snowfall, you uncover what looks to be a fairly large footpath, which should be easy enough to follow, despite the inclement weather. Assuming the group does so,
Yeah.
and not hearing any objections, it's not long before you spot what looks to be a man-made structure built on the edge of the cliffs itself. Stone pillars and slabs can be jutting out in various places where they've been shielded from the snow by overhanging rocks and other impediments. However, in the center of the raised platform of the man-made structure is what appears to be a giant pile of sticks, stones, and various other bits of detritus covered with a very light dusting of snow, which would indicate that someone or something was here recently to cover it. While you can see that there's definitely a platform beyond the first raised one, covered with a mess of debris, your view is obstructed and you would need to move around it to get a better look.
That's unfortunate.
What's unfortunate?
This is like, I'm assuming what this is out of character.
Well, let's hear it.
Do we see a bird anywhere near?
No birds.
I forgot about that fucking thing, to be honest.
Okay, I'll say to the group then, it's likely what we need is there, but it seems someone took up residence.
Nedrick says, aye, and the fuck are we gonna do about what we're looking for with no elf blood?
We may yet have elf blood. And I'm not just talking about me.
But
he folds his arms and he's like, well, aren't you lot full of bloody secrets?
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah. No kidding.
We were honestly more curious if his blood would actually work, so we wanted to see that first.
I'm taking some notes, so if I'm quiet for a minute, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm kind of doing the same here as well.
Yep.
Okay. All right, out of character player talk. How do we want to continue on here?
Carefully. Carefully.
All right, we got one vote for careful.
We could get the gnome to just blow up the nest with a fireball.
How do we know that won't summon the bird back when
That's-
it sees its nest it just exploded?
I would say that's in the opposite of carefully. Okay.
So has anybody pointed out that that's a nest yet?
Well, Darby said someone's taken up residence.
Mm. Okay, I must have spaced out or not heard that part, but works.
Okay. We're probably gonna have to fight this thing, right? Like, not as a first option necessarily, but I don't think I can stealth past this, is what I'm saying.
Both Shivers and Fizzle turn to each other and begin speaking rapidly in Gnomish. They're kind of Petalin, you can pick up that they're kind of trying to talk about formulating a plan, and Shivers at one point makes an offhanded remark that they should use you as bait, and Fizzle scolds her, but then they both stop abruptly mid-sentence, look at you, and then stop talking.
I'm going to say to them in Gnomish, we'll call that Plan B. And then
Shivers
turn-
goes pale.
And then we'll go back.
Wait,
We'll turn away from
you
them.
have a plan B? Let's hear it.
Nope. Nope.
She said
we,
she said that in Gnomish.
Oh, okay. So who's gonna knock?
Who's
And
gonna
say
walk up and
hello?
say hi? Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like Egg's move.
Okay, let's talk
We
a
should
little
at
more
least
before
go
you
see
do,
if it's
please.
there.
Yeah.
So I think I missed part of the description of this place. So the pile of sticks and debris is in the center on this kind of raised platform, and then behind it is another platform.
Hold on. Give me a sec.
Maybe we get to see a map.
Ooh.
Maybe. Why didn't... Oh, I didn't save it. That's my fault. If I can fix this. Oh. Really? Supposed to have a transparent background. Well, you'll just have to use your imaginations. I mean, you're gonna have to use your imaginations anyway, because I couldn't find a good map for this that was winter, and I really like this map, so.
Fair enough.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah. All right.
There's your nest.
Okay.
Nice.
So we go around.
We go around. Okay. Honestly, I'd rather be used as bait.
why would we need to call the bird back?
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
we
no,
just
no.
gotta get in and out.
Yeah, we're not
just
calling
need
the
to-
bird back. I'm just saying that we should be ready in case it comes back.
Yeah.
Okay.
AKA when it comes back, when my armor rattles too much and it hears it echo through the chasm.
Okay. So, real talk, I have Misty Step.
Yeah.
So I can, and I have the bangle. And I can read Elvish.
Mhm.
So.
Yeah, no, this is definitely a
It sounds-
suicide mission for you, for
That
sure.
sounds like a volunteer.
I don't want to, but I'm like, I could try to sneak over there, read the tablet, and if the bird comes back, I have a good chance of being able to Misty Step across the nest and we can skedaddle. But I'll need you guys to keep a lookout for the bird and warn me so that I can get back.
Okay. Hear
I
me
would
out.
like to remind the group that you have a whole bunch of skills
Mm-hmm.
that can be used in various ways to do interesting things, interacting with your group and your environment and NPCs and stuff. There's your cryptic hint.
So we use fireball in the nest.
Is Fireball a skill?
Yes.
We use animal handling on the bird with our whistle.
What does the group lack?
Or sneaky rogue, which we
No,
have
no,
in the
no,
form of
no, no.
shivers.
What, like here in front of you? What is missing? What do you not know?
A plan.
We don't know
Okay.
where the bird is.
Okay. Is there anything you might want to do with your immediate surroundings?
Well, anybody who's not going into the nest should probably take cover. I'm assuming these are little trees.
Yeah, sure. It's all covered in snow.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody not going forward should take cover so as not to draw more attention to themselves, probably.
We disguise ourselves as bushes. And then we bush our way there.
It's honestly not the stupidest idea. It's not like it's a better idea than let's go burn the nest and call it to us.
I don't really see any of my illusion cantrips being of any use here.
I mean, I mentioned skills, not
Mhm.
spells
No,
or
I know.
abilities.
I just figured I'd just go through it real quick.
Oh, actually, doesn't look like any of you are proficient in the skill I had in mind.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's
none of
probably
you.
True.
No, never mind that plan. If you think of it on your own, I will allow you to do so, but I will not give you any more hints since nobody's actually proficient in it. This is no longer an issue if your character would know and you wouldn't. This is
Right.
now a are you clever enough to think of D&D things?
Mm.
Okay, so we're relatively aware that it's a nest.
Mm-hmm.
One of the first things I really want to do is I'm gonna roll this to you, and I'm looking to see if there's like eggs or like offspring in this thing.
So
'cause
you want to go and investigate the nest. Is that right?
I don't want to investigate. I want to look from here to see if I can see anything.
Oh, it's too tall from here.
Okay.
It's up on a raised platform and it's a bowl nest.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping I could try it anyway. Okay.
Do you want to Monster Hunter steal an egg as a distraction and run away with it?
To be fair, I never want, even in Monster Hunter, to do the egg thing. So I think egg
I
should
definitely
steal the
don't
egg.
want to. Want is definitely on the no.
Someone cover egg with snow
Yeah,
until he is a dome shape. Put him in the nest.
exactly.
How do we know that such a giant bird's eggs would be white?
Good point.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've got illusion magic for days, and I could make it whatever color we want. But
Oh, God, I wish this game were at the table, because there's something that I would do if this were a table game that would work beautifully, that doesn't work because we're playing digitally. But now I'm going to announce it and ruin the fun.
get
I'm
out
starting.
the 10-foot
I'm
pole.
I am starting an actual timer for your deliberation here.
Oh shit.
If we
Okay.
were at the table, I would have simply just put out an hourglass and let it tick down.
Yeah. Honestly, I was wondering like how long we were just gonna stand here and do nothing. So I guess
Well, it doesn't mean rush in and do a dumb thing. Just
No.
there is a timer going on.
So plan A is just taking out the ladder, or whatever, and sneaking across,
mhm.
reading the tablet, and hurrying back with everybody else taking cover, watching for the bird, and being lookouts.
Yep.
Potentially trying to distract the bird away from the nest if need be.
It's almost too bad we didn't drag a Bulette carcass up here or something.
Well, it's actually probably better that the Bulette carcasses are down there, because if the bird is feeding, it's down there.
Yeah.
Maybe we throw a rock into the nest to try to disturb any little younglings that are in there before.
A good rule of thumb in D&D is that when you're in a new environment, you should investigate it and look around and take in your surroundings. Learn about what is around you rather than just making assumptions and diving right in.
I do have a question.
I
The path
probably
that
have
we're-
an answer.
The path that we're on, did we come from the right-hand side of the screen, or did we come up this
Yeah.
little footpath from the left?
No. You guys, if you want to follow back, you would like go back down the path to your right, and then it loops up to the north.
Okay. So maybe... Is that path actually there, or is that just part of the map that you found?
No, let's say it's there.
Okay.
Yeah, we should take a look at that for sure.
Because maybe rather than going through the nest, there's a way to come up
Yeah,
from the side or from below.
sure. I'm down with it.
I'm trying to figure out what path you're talking about.
Over on the left-hand side, in the southwest corner.
I don't know that that's I don't know that that's really a path.
Well, that's what I was asking, was is that
Uh,
path real, or
Well,
is that just there
I
because
mean,
of the...
no. I'm saying like even on the map, that doesn't like that looks just like dirt.
Yeah, that looks like where rainwater goes
Yeah.
through.
To me, it looks like a little windy foot or goat path, but it's your map, so it's your judgment.
Because
I'm
it
with
leads to the edge
Egg
of a
in,
cliff.
yeah, it looks like that's where rainwater would run off.
Okay. I thought maybe there
Also,
would be
don't forget everything is covered in snow,
Yeah.
Mhm.
right.
so that would even be covered.
I was
But
thinking
things
there might-
like investigating the nest, looking at the cliff edge, looking over to see what's below. There's
Yeah, I definitely want to investigate the nest. I just don't want to be the first one to move forward until we've talked it through.
Sure, that's fine. I just want to make sure that you guys remember that you can and almost always should learn a little bit more about the area.
Well,
You know what? Fuck
Because
it. I'm
I've
gonna go
noticed-
investigate the nest.
Hold on before you fuck it.
Mhm.
Like rather than getting impatient, I just want to point out that a lot of the time, what happens is assumptions get made, and then decisions get made based off of those assumptions, and then things turn out to be wrong because your assumption was wrong, and everybody ends up in a shitstorm. You're like, oh fuck, now we're gonna die.
Yeah.
Or we're in trouble. So taking a little bit more time to be reflective and investigative and just search around, those are all good things. Assumptions are dangerous.
Okay. Udnar, if you want to investigate the nest, I will investigate the cliff edge.
Okay. I'm gonna
I
start
suggest
even
anybody.
softer. Actually, I'm gonna just take a look at the architecture and see if I can do a history check to see if I know like anything about what it is.
Sure.
If it's like built into the cliff face, like are we on top of a structure that's built in and this is the top, or is this like the structure itself, etc., etc.?
I also think someone who's more stealthy would be the one to investigate the nest.
I.e. me.
From what you can see, which isn't a whole lot, because the only parts that are uncovered are the nest itself, and then where these rocks are overhanging over the actual architecture.
Okay.
It looks like somebody has built this on top of the cliff.
Okay.
So if I wanted to investigate the nest, like, I guess I should just use investigation and not animal handling.
Correct,
So I
because you
wouldn't
don't know if you're going to be
necessarily know anything
handling
about
any animals.
birds.
Well, so here's the thing. You tell me what you want to do, and I will tell you what skill to use.
Okay.
Okay, can I
Well,
do
I
one more
think-
quick thing? But like
Sure,
just
go ahead, go
simple that I'm surprised we didn't even think about. I'm just gonna look at the ground to see if there's like any footprints or anything going up to it. So investigation?
Yes.
Or like
No. Survival. I'm sorry.
survival, okay.
Tracking is always survival.
Okay.
You rolled better anyway. So there are no footprints anywhere near where you're at. Like certainly nothing human sized, but you can, based off of your cursory survival check, you can definitely tell where snow has been displaced by like what looks to be strong gusts of wind.
Okay. So I'll confirm that it's very, very likely that this is the bird's nest for sure. So
Or a bird's nest.
or a bird's nest, sure. I'm hoping there's not more than one.
Ooh, good point. Okay. I will sneak up to the nest and investigate it. So,
Okay, that would be stealth and investigation.
stealth and investigation.
Creeping along as best she can, Pedalin momentarily disappears beneath the surface of the snow, as it is, fairly deep over here. In fact, the snow here is much deeper than it was anywhere else along your path. But as you get up to the nest itself, are you gonna like hoist yourself up over the edge to look inside? How do you want to investigate it?
Yeah, I may as well, because just looking at the outside of a bird's nest, I'm not necessarily gonna see across it or if there's anything in it or anything like that. So
The nest is easily double your height, but it is thankfully an easy matter of grabbing onto many of the uneven surfaces to hoist yourself up. So the group, you see Pedalin haul herself out of the snow. You look over to your side, and everybody realizes that they don't know where Shivers is. But as Pedalin looks over, you realize that the small gnome is right with you. And she too hauls herself over the edge. And she casually whispers to you in Gnomish, you ought not make so much noise when trying to creep quietly.
I'll say back. I'll say back in Gnomish. I'll do my best.
But as you both kind of pull yourselves over the top and you look inside, the first thing you notice is that the nest appears to be empty.
So no sign of eggs or hatchlings?
Correct. In fact, since you're investigating the nest, go ahead and roll nature. You grew up in the forest, right?
Yes. Very
Well,
much so.
let's say that you've seen plenty of bird nests and have probably rescued a few that have fallen from their branches or their homes and things like that. For whatever reason, you have a gut feeling that this nest is rather new, just based off like there's a lot of rough edges. It doesn't look worn down. In fact, you can see patches where like it still needs to be filled in.
Hmm.
What would the rest of the group do, noticing that Shivers is missing?
Well, wouldn't they see her haul up next to me?
No, she is much stealthier than you are.
I'd probably ask, where's your companion?
Nedrick will look around, realize that she's not there, and then kind of cut his eyes over at Fizzle, and Fizzle's going to point at the nest and say, she left around the same time that, and he knows your name, right? Petalin? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She left around the same time that Petalin did.
Impressive.
He shrugs. Nedrick shrugs. Says, she has a way about her. She didn't earn that name for nothing, you know.
I'm gonna suggest that we don't just stand out in the open.
Take some cover.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I agree.
Was
So
was
disperse into the trees.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What were you going to say, Susanna?
Oh, I was just gonna ask if anybody was gonna look around the cliff edge or not.
Yeah, I wanted to go actually, like, more around here. I would probably go to, like, these trees to take some refuge, but I kind of want to look over the edge. Honestly, one of the things I want to see, can I see treetop from here? It's only like a day walk or whatever, so.
You can see treetop from the valley.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's quite clear then from here. Like,
Yeah.
is this facing that way then?
I mean, this is facing away from treetop. Treetop would
Away,
be
okay.
like, so this is south of treetop.
So it's more
Like,
facing
so
toward
where-
Red Shore then.
Yeah, this face is basically straight at Red Shore.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Neat.
like if you're in that valley looking northeast, then you can see treetop. So from here, looking northeast, you can see the burnt tops of treetop.
You know what? I'm gonna go like close enough to the edge that I feel safe and look over.
Wow.
I guess okay,
Okay.
one of the things I want to look for, just it kind of has nothing to do with this situation necessarily. Are there any like points of interest to like maybe make a mental note of that I can see from here?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
And you probably need to be a little bit closer to look over if you actually want to look over.
Okay.
So just looking around, the first thing you see is everything is blanketed in snow.
Sure.
So big landmarks or things like that, probably going to be a little bit hard to distinguish, but it is a very pristine white landscape. You can see some of the towers that are still standing, you know, any buildings that are taller than it's most of the area is covered like 3 feet of snow, but up here it's like 4 or 5 almost. So you can see some towers. You can see some of the stuff from the battlefield. You see some dead wandering around below.
Okay.
Just little ants, and then more importantly, directly below you, you see that there's a bed of boulders and rocks and things like that have been dislodged from the cliffside, and a large bloody imprint in the snow. almost directly below the nest.
So I'm coming to the assumption this is the bullet that was dropped before and the rocks after.
That might be a safe assumption.
Mm-hmm. If I look down like the ridgeways a little bit more, do I see any more structures like this one?
No, you do
Okay.
not.
Okay. Okay.
It's not a long cliff,
Gotcha.
so this is really the peak of the cliff.
Feeling a little exposed, I
And-
will move into hiding here, roughly.
And then like back down to the southeast, it starts to slope downward at a peaceful yet somewhat aggressive angle. So you'll eventually end up back at sea level with treetop.
I see. Okay.
So this is probably like most like in terms of real geography, this is probably a fault line and has
Sure.
been pushed up as the fault rubs against the two faults rub against each other.
Interesting. Okay. That's probably what I would do for now.
I'd like to be keeping an eye out on the sky. Any sort of avian movement.
All right, give me an active perception check. And what now is the group going to do?
Well, I'm
As Udanar has investigated the cliff, Pedalin has now investigated the nest, and do you return?
yes.
Pedalin, you return to find that nobody is on the path where you left.
Egg says, "Psst." As he is not too far away from where they were.
All right.
Pedalin, you're called over by Egg. And since everybody's hiding, go ahead. Everybody can go ahead and give me a stealth check.
I'm going to put myself a little less off the cliffside there. Or close to the
Sure.
cliffside.
Okay,
Egg is not so much hiding as he is standing next to a tree.
sure.
All right. I will convey that the nest is empty. And
Oh, did you not tower it?
Nah, I fucked up.
Ah, well, roll it anyway. It doesn't count if it's not in the tower.
Okay.
It's the equivalent of rolling it off the table. It's not a very different roll, to tell you the truth.
Fair enough.
it's okay. Get those bad rolls out now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, your other roll was a 19.
Yeah. Huh?
So,
So anyway, I'll convey to anybody within earshot that the nest is empty and fairly new. So, it should be safe to cross as long as we're not, struck from above by any unwanted avians returning home.
All right.
I'm just watching intently where people are, or where I know they are, like the trees, because I can't hear anything, so...
Okay, so out of character, are we going with plan A? Because now that we've all split up into the bushes, it's kind of hard to...
Well, I don't want to go with plan B, so
No, neither do I. So,
plan A seems fine. We haven't learned anything that makes that seem like a bad idea necessarily. So
well, we know that
That's
the
what we
nest is
got.
empty, so I'm not likely to get eaten by, a little hatchling on my way across. So,
Yeah.
okay. That's what we'll do. Where is Shivers at this point?
You have no idea.
Cool. That doesn't make me uneasy at all.
Does it
Alright.
make you shiver? Because if that doesn't, the cold might.
Well, I'm a little bit concerned that when I pull out the bangle, she's gonna like steal it from me and then throw me over the cliff. Like, no lie. She scares me. Okay. Well, actually, if we wanted to do some real shenanigans, we could whip out some rope, tie it around my waist, and that way, if I go over the cliff, you guys can catch me, and I won't die, and I won't fall to my death like a bulette.
Unless, the giant thing tears the rope.
Well, yes, but or not. Could just fall to my death. That's fine too. Actually, you know what? The rope. Oh, we
Make it
have
much
plenty
harder
of.
to stealth.
Yeah, you're right about that. Okay. Okay. Plan
Pedal in,
A.
make a perception check. Very decent. Coincidentally enough, you can clearly see Nedrick, Udanar, and only just Darby.
Okay. I would like to. Oh, they're all over the place. I'm going to sneak to each of them in turn and just tell them that we're going with plan A, and then I'll sneak over to the nest.
I don't even know what plan A is.
Yeah, I kind of
Plan A.
forgot
Sure.
to.
Plan A is me sneaking across the nest, trying to read the tablet, and then coming back. Since I have
Okay.
Misty Step, if you guys will warn me if the bird is coming back, I can Misty Step across the nest and get back, and we can get the heck out of Dodge.
Okay.
Okay? Okay.
In that case, I'm going to give this roll to perceive from where I am, I guess in like a conal vision north to northeast or whatever I can see.
No. No. You're actively looking around.
Round, yeah.
Facing is not
Yep.
All right. So if everybody's keeping lookout for the bird, I'll take everybody's perception check, and then Pedalin can do her thing.
Gotta be stealthy.
Do you want another one from me?
Nah.
Okay.
You were already on lookout for bird.
Okay. I'm
All right.
going to put guidance on myself. So, gonna do my stealth check. And my D4 that goes with it.
Oh, wow.
That could be good or bad. And we're gonna try to sneak across the nest.
Across or around?
I guess. Well, how deep is the snow?
I mean, it's deeper than you.
I guess we'll have to try and go across the nest because if I go around the nest, it's gonna take forever, isn't
All right.
it?
So you crawl up, you tumble down the side. It's uncomfortable and twiggy. Maybe give yourself a bruise on a rock. Eventually, as quietly as you can, creep just over the opposite side, drop down, and find yourself almost face to face with a incredibly panicked Shivers who had no idea that you were coming, and it seems that you have finally startled the gnome. And she whips out her short sword and then realizes it's you and lets her shoulders sink a little bit. Says, "Don't do that," and then puts her sword back.
You told me not to make so much noise.
She looks like she's about to say something and then makes the "oh yeah, good point" face, and then lowers her finger.
Okay. Okay. I guess I'll go up to the little pedestal.
Hold on. Beyond the nest, you can clearly make out a large stone slab covered in snow, but raised in the center of the second platform overlooking the old battle. Beyond the nest, you can clearly make out a large stone slab covered in snow, but raised in the center of the second platform overlooking the old battlefield. It is ringed by 9 columns, each depicting a face carefully carved into the stone, but worn by time to be nearly featureless.
Are the faces identical or different?
Worn by time to be nearly featureless. I suppose if you wanted to investigate them more closely, maybe you could discern whether or not there are any differences.
I would like to do so.
So give me an investigation check. These faces are worn by time to be nearly featureless.
Okay. 9 columns. Boop. Okay.
I mean, there's actually 9 columns on the map
No,
too,
I
which is
see it, yeah.
perfect. So
Is this little but this little raised
Mhm.
table thing
Yes.
here that's actually
Yes.
there? Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything written on the columns other than the carved faces?
Not that you could tell in your investigation.
Okay. Is there anything on the raised altar?
You would have to brush away the snow. I'm sad. I had a thing here for Valenus, but he's gone.
He did.
Yep.
Watch him survive and then become like a reoccurring weekly villain for us.
Oh god.
That'd be pretty cool.
Our nemesis.
I tried to save him too. I ran all the way there for nothing. Oh well.
It was a noble effort.
Yeah. The bullets can be really quick,
Okay.
Yeah.
especially when they can burrow and you can't.
Yeah.
You find a Bulette that's been tampered with by magic, and he's like growing out of its head.
They actually are already tampered with by magic. That's
Ah.
how they came into being.
Huh.
They are monstrous creatures and not beasts.
I need to read up on
All right.
my Bulette lore.
They're one of my
So-
favorite monsters. So,
So I will brush the snow off the
Alright.
table.
after brushing away the snow, you see that there is an elvish inscription engraved in the stone slab. The way that it is written indicates indicates a distinctly different dialect than the elvish that you are familiar with, but the message is still clear. There also seems to be a bowl-like indentation on top as well, though it is currently full of frozen ice.
So what is the message?
Based off of your interpretation, you translate it as such. Cursed King of Tolmuina, may your rage find quiet in these serene hills and whispering woodlands. Twice you reigned and twice you fell. Eternally now you slumber. Be warned, those who seek the Twice King's treasures, your fate will be the same as his.
Ooh. Can I take the ice out of the bowl indentation?
How? It's not like a
Well-
bowl of ice, it's like frozen over.
Well, I know, but I didn't know if it was just like
Gently
I could
placed.
just gently like I don't know how to describe it. But
You
yeah.
got a spoon, you gotta scoop it out.
I I might have a spoon. I could start chinking away at it with my daggers. I have so many. Like an ice pick. No. Would it be terrible if you dropped the inscription into the Discord so I could have it
Yes.
for my notes?
It would be terrible.
Please.
It would be absolutely terrible. It'd be the worst thing I've ever done in the history of ever. Oops. Where is Discord?
Okay.
Well, it's all nice and centered here. I'm going to do
Yeah.
this instead. Or
Neat.
Cool. Hmm.
despite the deep cloud cover, you each find yourselves momentarily bathed in shadow. Thunder rumbles close by, and you hear a deep beating of the air as diving from the clouds is a great red and black bird, easily the largest creature any of you have likely ever seen shy of Spira itself, with something large grasped in its massive talons. It lands just shy of the nest, uh, with a graceful yet weighty harumph, scattering snow and ice in a large obscuring cloud all around itself, who's spinning the nest. And the powerful odor of ozone fills your nostrils before several bolts of white lightning streak down from the clouds, followed by a deafening boom, sending even more snow, ice, dirt, and stone flying through the air. In the chaos of debris, you manage to get a better look at the object in its talons, the corpse of a bulette. The creature's eyes crackle with light, and as it opens its massive beak, Petalin, you have milliseconds to recognize the same blue-white energy within and dive for safety. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Ah. Here we go.
Those don't have to be in the tower. It's not
Oh,
a skill
well.
check.
It's too late.
Well, only just are you able to avoid the lightning as it streaks through, destroying its own nest. It seems. Oh, actually, shit. Shivers is there too. Shivers.
Oh god, here we go.
Oh fuck! Shivers got hit.
God, oh no.
Damn.
Okay.
You know how much work I went through keeping her alive?
There is a blood-curdling scream as you watch Shivers' body racked by lightning, and she crumbles to the ground. That would be. Occasionally, her body twitches as the jolts of electricity pass through her.
Oh my god. Okay.
Well, at least her name makes sense now.
I think you'd call her Twitches now.
Yeah.
As Petalin dives, and then after the nest has been destroyed, actually, I should pull out. Fizzlewhip is the first to act as he steps forward and fires a bolt of lightning. Oops. Wrong spell level. A bolt of lightning at the bird. Just like he steps out in a rage, having heard Shivers scream, raises his hands and just throws like he's picked up something and off the ground and like hurls it overhead, and a bolt of lightning streaks through the air, and as it strikes the creature, it almost just seems reinvigorated or rejuvenated, and like stretches its wings to the full gigantic wingspan. And Petalin, you're up.
Ah.
Oh, you know what? You shouldn't have haste on you anymore. And bless should be gone from everybody as well.
Go figure. Now I have to cross a giant empty plain and run at the bird. Awesome. Gosh, but I don't want to leave her here.
She's not unconscious.
No, I know. I just. Okay. Okay, so I don't know that I can still see them, but can I cast a buff on Darby and Egg, even though they're quote unquote in hiding?
Are they in range?
Yes.
What is the range of this buff?
Let me see. Haste should be 100. Oh, maybe it's too
I don't
far.
think you're in range for haste.
Haste.
30 feet.
Oh, yeah, 30 feet. Dang, why y'all gonna be so far away?
That's as far as your haste can reach.
Yep. Good job. Okay. So
close.
we're just gonna book it. We're gonna start with a misty step to go whoop 30 feet. Pew!
I think maybe just a touch out of range there.
And then we're
All right,
gonna
I'll do
go.
that 2 more times. Step 5 foot forward, and you're in range of me.
I think. Oh, I guess we'll have to go this way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's about as far as I can get unless I dash the heck. No, I already used my action. Okay. I think what I will do is I will probably just go ahead and pass my.
Darby.
That asshole gun disappeared itself, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, fucking damn it. All right.
It thinks you're smelly. And you need a bath.
I just noticed that's an Arclight Phoenix, isn't it?
Yep.
Dope. All right. I hate that card. Sorry.
You know, it's actually a monster in D&D now.
That makes sense. There'd be crossover.
I mean, Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not my battle music.
Okay, well, I have to burn my fucking bonus action to summon the gun.
Yeah. Well, you summon a gun and not a floppy tentacle.
Well, that's
You're welcome.
looking up. And then I will cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
Okay.
And stand behind the tree
Okay.
and call it good.
Well, how high above the ground is it?
It landed.
Okay. Well, I guess I could attack it.
With as much snow as on the ground, I'm going to say movement here is movement in difficult terrain.
I have water walking. It lets me walk on snow.
All right. Legolas. And also, this is the area that was cleared when it landed. So that is not difficult terrain.
Okay.
astute observers will realize that as the creature landed, the snow began to fall even harder. Thick, gobby snowflakes.
So egg can make it to here. He will rage and attack.
Egg gets mad. Egg hits the giant enemy bird.
Stab, stab.
Stabbing once. And missing the second time, it seems.
I will use a precision die on that one.
Let's see. That hits.
Nice.
As you do pull your thrust just to the side and manage to strike home, strike true.
Stab, stab.
Yep.
Um,
Burying the heavy tip of the break spear.
I'll use my action surge to attack twice more.
That is a hit.
Stab, stab, stab.
Egg's relentless thrusting perforates the giant enemy bird.
And that's my turn.
Oh, did you do the butt end?
No,
Oh no, you raged. You raged. Gotcha. All right. Udanar, the initiative is yours.
Ooh, I'm so excited. I've been wanting to try this on an enemy, but we've been facing small stuff. All right.
I don't know that bullets are small stuff.
Well, I'm going to try casting banishment on it.
Okay.
So, come on.
It succeeds.
Of course it does. I want it, right?
Did it roll the 19?
And I don't think anything happens when it succeeds. Just making sure. Yeah, no.
Banishment.
I tried, y'all. I tried. Okay. Well, I do have a backup in case that went the way it did.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to make sure the range on Bless
Mm-hmm.
just as my other thing to do. Oh, Christ. Okay, so that's 10 in difficult terrain. And that's another 10.
Well, you're in the ring.
Yeah.
it's not
In the
difficult
ring
terrain.
is not difficult terrain.
Right. So it was 10 into the ring, though. And then
Yep.
where I was 5 and 5. So how far are you? What is so fucking far? And then that's 10, right? The diagonal?
Yeah. Well, did you diagonal twice?
No, I only did once, so I would
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
like that and then that, if possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I'm gonna do it to the other side. Sorry, Petalin. You're too far.
Oh. It's okay.
And then the only 3 people I can hit with Bless, I'm going to use my silly little necklace bead and cast Bless on us as a bonus action. And
It's a good thing you wear those beads around your neck.
No kidding. And we'll call that a turn. Get ready for the crackle.
Snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies. All right. That's not the right menu. Where is it? Well, I wish I could make pointers of different colors. But this will work. The storm clouds darken around within this cylinder, and 3 bolts of lightning streak downward. So Fizzlewhip, Nedrick, Darby, and Pedalin will need to make dexterity saving throws.
That was 4. You said 3 bolts
Yes.
of lightning.
Yes, and one of them is landing between Fizzle and Nedrick.
Okay.
Pedalin and Darby have both failed. And Fizzlewhip succeeds and Nedrick fails. So 3. Oh, because we're already in a storm. 4d10. That's 25 damage. Half
Ouch.
to Fizzle. And then it's going to attack Udanar with its beak.
Jerk.
Please add the damage to yourselves because it doesn't have the means to actually roll that properly. All right, Udanar. It strikes Udanar, piercing through his armor and tearing at his flesh, dealing 24 damage.
Yow.
Can't do anything else because of that. So it's going to flap into the air.
All right. So I get an opportunity attack as it's leaving.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I guess that means I do too.
Sure.
Ooh. Goody. What can I do?
There isn't a good way to do this, so I'm gonna use a line.
Slash. Oh. So +3.
That was. Oh, okay.
Okay, it doesn't say it has to
Like
be a
slashes
cantrip.
at its talons as it flies away.
I mean, I guess I would probably cast this. Try to grab it.
Or he clips its wings as it lowers them.
Yeah, the spell has to have a casting time of 1 action and only a single target. The Vampiric Touch. That's a hit. And Egg, I'm sorry, what were you saying?
I was just describing my attack that I like clipping its wings as they're lowered down.
Yeah. So add 3, you said? Yeah. And Udanar deals his damage. Okay. So that line marker is going to indicate its altitude.
Okay.
So
Shivers!
It's 40 feet up.
Yes.
Okay.
Five, 6, She's going to draw a potion as part of her movement, and she's going to chug that shit. Feeling slightly better. Nedrick, having been blasted by lightning, is going to waddle 10, 20, 30 through the snow. Fizzle, 10, 15. Get into the no longer in bullshit area. No, that won't work. How long does that take? Oh, no, that takes too long. Man, his spell list is kind of poop for damage. Okay. So, can one of you draw me a 20-foot circle, please, and put it around the bird? Okay.
15 foot.
I'll take the white one. All right. So he's going to summon a 20-foot radius sphere of poisonous yellow-green fog centered around the bird itself. So, target giant enemy bird. Of course, it saves. Takes half damage. All right. Pedal in.
Okay. So,
The earth
the earth. Pretty good earth.
round.
So that's going to be... For difficult terrain, it's half movement, isn't it?
Yeah, it costs so to move through. I mean, if you move into that circle, you're not moving through difficult terrain. It's only 5 feet. If you're moving outside of the circle, each square is 10 feet.
Inside the circle, though, it's every square is 10 feet.
Yes.
After you're inside it. Okay.
When you're inside, every square is 5 feet. It's not difficult terrain inside. It's difficult terrain outside.
Oh, right. Okay, I had it backwards in my head. Okay, I see. Right, so
I removed Bless from everybody because concentration was overwritten with Vampiric.
5.
Oh, okay.
10,
Just as a heads up.
Surprised you didn't try to banish it again with your A of O.
I only have one. I only had one slot. Yeah, I totally would have.
Okay. I know it may not do us any good right now because it's in the air, but just for the sake of getting it out there, let's see. Should be in range. Oops, sorry, egg. That's the wrong thing.
Are you killing egg?
I'm not killing egg. Oh, just
Please
inside.
don't.
Actually, quick question. Are you guys okay running an extra hour since we had a bunch of technical difficulties?
I'm good.
I'm fine.
I took a nap.
Susanna?
I'll live.
Okay.
My apologies to everyone if I start yawning into the microphone.
There's a point I want to get to tonight, and I think we're going to need the hour we lost.
That would put us going to 1?
1, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Alright. We are going to Did it target both of them? Okay, good. We're gonna dual cast haste on Darby and Egg, I think.
Okay.
That off. Concentration on me. Alright. And then Burb. Lifting.
That is.
Sorry,
ahead.
I was gonna describe first the haste. I'm gonna kind of slump out of the snow into the empty space cleared by the wings, and a quick flash of light from my hand kind of is dimmed by all the snow swirling around, but it flashes in both directions of Darby and Egg, and then with the other hand, I'll make a finger gun and shoot Eldritch Blasts at the bird.
Okay.
So there was the
The
first one.
first Eldritch Blast hits.
Okay,
I mean, you guys know what its AC is.
do we?
Yeah.
15.
15.
15, so that's a miss. Okay, that should do it.
You blast it once with an Eldritch Blast.
Well, it's hard to see. There's so much snow.
I can
It's no
do
problem.
so many things now,
So many things.
but it's 40 feet up in the air, so that's kind of annoying. Okay. First action, I've yet to use this as an offense spell, but I'm going to cast Frostbite on the bird.
Wow. Okay, it failed.
Takes 1d6 cold damage.
Dope.
But on a failed save, has disadvantage on the next attack roll. It says weapon attack roll, but I'm
Sure.
guessing it poking at someone.
Sure.
So the next attack has disadvantage.
Okay.
And then because it's far away, I'm still going to shoot at it, but these are at disadvantage because it's out of my first range.
You can do that even after casting a spell?
This is my hasted action.
Oh, okay.
That's a flop. And because that was an attack, do it again. Gotta hit the disadvantage button though.
That looks like it's going to be miss.
Yep.
Even though the dice clearly showed me something else. Like I saw an 18 and a 14 on your dice face.
Yeah,
But
so did I.
They lie sometimes.
they lie all the time. All right. 2 misses. Bang bang.
All right. Well, Egg is now in a position where he's just going to be chucking spears at disadvantage. So, chuck,
That's a miss.
chuck,
Also a miss.
haste
Oh,
chucks.
yeah. Don't forget disadvantage, but a miss.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so that's a miss. That's my second one. If you just take the worst of those two.
Sure. Yeah, I mean it's a miss no matter what, but you do need to roll 2 dice, so that's 2 throws. So
Now my hasted ones.
that's a hit.
Yeah.
6 damage. Make sure your barbarian rage well, actually no. I'm fine with you adding it to thrown weapons because you're still using strength. You're still angry. I think that ruling is one that should change. So, you can
Okay.
apply your barbarian rage effects to thrown melee weapons.
All right. Disadvantage. Throw him a spear.
That is a miss. as 3 spears fly up and or 4 spears fly up and only one sinks into the bird.
All right. Oh, I can't billow. Tragedy. Tragedy of it all. Yep, that's my turn.
All right. Man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Heal, y'all. As a bonus action.
Dang. What's the range on that? Is
60.
it everybody within 30? Oh, wow. Everybody
Right?
60.
Yeah. The trade-off is that it's the weaker one.
Yeah.
I think you may have accidentally healed the bird also.
Do I have it targeted?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a heal to giant enemy bird.
How much? 9?
9,
All right.
yeah.
9.
All right. So now I'll untarget all of you and then retarget the bird for the attack. Because that could have been really bad.
Swipe them
Suddenly,
all.
everyone's dead.
Yeah. Giant vampiric punch.
All right.
Alcohol.
Get told.
Oh, you didn't do the vampiric touch?
Well, it's 40 feet in the air.
Oh, right.
Hold
He doesn't
on.
have long range vampires.
Yeah, okay. Is that like... I just want to make sure something.
That's just an attack.
Make
Like
the
a
attack
spell
again
attack.
on each of your turns. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep. It failed its save versus Toll the Dead.
Okay, well, that's something.
That is something. 22 damage.
Yeah,
Pretty
Wow.
good.
not bad. Not bad for a shitty little healer. All right. Time to get effed.
All right. Choke on Bart. Yes, I know. So target the bird. It succeeds again. So it only takes half damage. All right. Bird is not happy. Bird has been hurt.
Bird is spinning.
The bird was spinning.
It's doing loop-de-loops in the air.
All right. So can I add this? Why can't I add this? Unlock. Add. There we go. And this one. Go. And this. Go. Perfect. And can I do that from here? Hmm. No. I wish it would let me cast spells from a spell book. But that's fine. I'll just roll everything manually. This one. Each of which must be within 30. How many? 3. So one. No, Petalin hasn't really done a whole lot. I think Darby, Egg, Fizzle, and Udinar will all need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Man, I only made him a little cold.
I think this is going to be a bummer, you guys. Let's do it.
Why did it give me advantage?
Because of haste.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So Darby failed, Udinar failed, Egg saved. I'll have to roll what's his faces here in a second.
Dice.
Bunch of dice.
All right, that's 42 damage. Half if you saved, of which I only see Egg. And then I need to roll Fizzle, who may actually just die here. No, okay, he saved. So takes 21. All right. So the bird, flapping its wings, opens its beak, and a single bolt of lightning streaks forth, striking Udinar, then streaking over to Fizzlewhip, chaining to Egg, who dives and is only singed a little bit before finally ending up on Darby, and then dissipating.
So 42?
And then it's going to attack Udinar.
Well, I'm down.
Swooping down.
Disadvantage on this.
Yeah. Thank you for the reminder.
So I'm down. Sorry, I was muted in Discord for some reason.
Oh, you're down?
Yeah, because
Oh.
you said 42, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Not Udinar.
I mean, you can still do it if you want, but, you know.
Well, no. I mean, it wouldn't.
Right.
Because
It succeeded in what
so
it wanted to do already.
I think Egg, actually.
Okay, so when it enters my reach, I get an opportunity attack. At
Go
10
ahead.
feet away.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Nice.
Dang.
I get to reroll that one.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
So plus 9.
So add 9. All right. Okay, so targeting Egg. It reaches out with its talon. Oh, what in the world?
Did it
Why
attack
did it-
itself?
Yes.
The bird hurt itself in its confusion.
Also, Egg, you have to apply damage to yourself. It doesn't do it automatically last time.
Yeah, the lightning damage you have to apply.
21, I think,
Oh, right.
for you.
Yeah.
Does your rage reduce non-physical?
No, it's just
Are you-
bludgeoning,
no.
piercing, and slashing.
Okay. A 21 hits you, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, Egg, let's see, it went down 40, or it went down 30. So it's got, okay, is snatched up,
Oh, God.
taking half of 23 damage there. What? God damn it. Did it not? Oh, it's not targeting Egg anymore. So, go ahead and add 11 damage.
Okay.
You are now grappled and restrained. And it's going to fly up and out.
Oh shit.
Oh God. Well,
Shivers. Oh. 45 feet in the air. But the platform is raised, so 30 feet from her. Oh, as well within range of that crossbow. She misses. I'm gonna let her shoot again. And hits. $24 damage.
it's a lot of damage.
It's a snack attack. Nedrick. What can you do, Nedrick?
You could probably yell at it.
Yeah.
How far is this? 20 plus 45, so that's in range to be at disadvantage. He barely hits. Dealing 8. He's gonna drop his shield and toss off his helmet and take one more one more throw. Oh, should be a disadvantage. It is a hit.
Wow.
Throwing his second spear.
Oh my god.
For 16 damage.
A good throw. Damn.
And he's out of actions. Now Fizzle Whip. Can you even do, you little shit? That won't work. You know what? Let's just upcast this. How much damage does it get when you upcast? Oh, it's only 1d6 per. That's not worth it. Only 7 additional damage. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think this can be sphered in such a way that it doesn't hit egg, so he'll fire above it with
Is egg
another
like
fireball.
in a talon or in the mouth?
Yes, in a talon.
Okay.
I just didn't want to put him underneath because then I lose his token. All right, fireball. Hey, it failed its save
Ooh.
Oh, this'll do it.
for 31 damage.
You're fucking serious.
It is still alive.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Pedal in. The initiative is yours.
Okay, you can finish it.
Fuck. Okay.
Easy.
For my main action, we're gonna go with our old bread and butter here.
That is an Eldritch Blast hit. 12 damage.
Come on.
That is a second hit for 7 damage.
No.
It's adding up.
No.
We got this.
Okay.
It's okay.
All right. Well, as my bonus action, I am going to upcast Healing Word on Udnar because we need everybody in this fight. So, and I'm
Hey.
going to use my empowered healing to re-roll both of those d4s. So I guess
Add 2.
add 2, so 9 instead of 7.
Roger. Thank you.
Yes.
So you had 541 wounds there for
No.
a second.
Shh. I've never make a mistake. It's okay.
Okay.
Darby.
Okay, we're gonna do something wild.
Do it.
Yeah, do it. I bet you won't.
I need my arrow. Can't fucking see.
Yeah, you can't put it inside your token.
Yeah.
55.
Yep. And up here, it's within 30.
Yes.
I'm going to bonus action Misty Step
Yep.
Okay.
onto the Talon that's holding egg.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to stab upwards.
No.
Okay.
Nice.
That's a hit. That's okay. Still flying.
And then
Oh, hold on.
hit.
Okay, go ahead.
And then my hasted attack. Oh no.
Oh no. That's too bad.
Oh. Okay.
That sucks.
Is that it?
Yep, ending my turn holding on to the bird.
Okay. Egg. You're restrained, so you can make a strength saving throw to try and break free.
Gotcha.
Uh, 15. Let me re-roll mine. Where is it? Oh no. No. I rolled a 20, so nope.
All right.
Let's see. Restrained. Can you do anything? Speed is 0. Nothing else. Nothing else. You can attack at disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, do it up.
Stab the Talon.
Hold on one sec.
Sure.
Huh. You know, they've changed the rules. So yes, you can attack with a two-handed weapon even when you're restrained, which I want to address later, but for now, let's run with it.
All right. Well, I will attempt to slash it then.
All right.
Might turn on disadvantage.
Wriggle slash.
Slash my way out.
That is a miss.
I will use combat superiority to use precision strike.
That is a hit.
Wow. Oh, do it. Do it.
Slash.
He fucking did it.
Yes.
That was in the wrong group. It's twice now, Darby.
Left it at 1.
Yes.
Oh my god, if I didn't fucking miss that second one.
Oh man.
Okay, so you're 30 feet up. You are traveling forward. This bird's gonna
fuck.
crash.
Oh fuck.
All right.
Let's do some quick math here. And if the bird can fly 120 feet in 6 seconds, then that means it's flying what? Shit. 20 feet per second. And so it would
Yes.
So I think it would probably land right about here,
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
or
it's gonna go over
maybe
the
here.
edge.
Okay. First things first, Darby and Egg take 4d6 falling, well, no, because the creature's falling on top of you. So I'm gonna make this d8s.
Okay.
4d8 falling damage. Is everybody okay with that? That feel fair?
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
it's
be
not
down
me,
either
so
way,
yeah,
so
sure.
I mean, I'm asking because traditionally falling damage is d6s, but this thing is literally falling on top of you. So I
Yeah,
feel
no.
like bumping it up to d8s makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I'm gonna do this. In my d8, 4d8. That is 27 damage.
Okay.
Darby is unconscious.
Okay.
Egg is
Then in this case, Egg, make a
Yeah.
dexterity saving throw.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
To save yourself from
Egg
the
and
ledge?
Darby.
Don't I get?
Egg and
Do I have advantage on that from haste or no?
Yeah, he should.
Yes, you
Yeah.
should.
So I should roll again.
Roll
That
again.
is advantage, isn't it? It says ADV right on it.
But
Yeah, but
but
it's
he
rolled
also had
twice.
disadvantage because he's in restrained
Oh, I
still.
see. Gotcha.
So
Oh,
I need
so
to I need to take the restrained off because he's
I
not
see.
anymore.
Gotcha.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
Make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Also at advantage.
Mine's
Nice.
automatically advantage for me.
Okay. The bird
Fucking-
crashes into the platform, knocking several of the boulders off, and slides until it tumbles off the edge, the momentum carrying Egg and Darby with it. Egg, able to react quickly enough, snatches the ledge with his free hand, dropping his weapon, and with his spare arm, grabs his brother to prevent him from falling over the edge.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Can drop all these pointers.
So many pointers.
Uh, so, Shivers, being the first there, is going to run over because she's going to get there first, and she will help haul Egg and Darby overboard and get them up on top of the platform. She will also provide for Darby a single standard healing potion. So I don't know how much those heal. Let me look. Healing.
2d4 plus 2 or 4.
It is 2d4 plus 2. Chug it up.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome back to the land of the living. Darby, as you go to retrieve your weapon, you notice that a second notch has been filled in on the rapier.
Oh, lovely. I just gotta die for it.
But I thought you didn't go down in the wolf fight.
No, I was heavily injured though.
Oh.
Very fitting weapon for this character.
What now?
Now, did my weapon fall over the edge? Is that what happened?
No.
Okay. Okay, then I'll recover that.
So it clattered up against the rocks that weren't pushed over the edge.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna give Shivers the healing potion that I'm carrying to pay back.
Pedalin's
She basically just grunts exactly like I did. Just
Pedalin's gonna go over to Darby and punch him in the elbow and be like, "You crazy son of a bitch!"
Darby's unconscious again. No.
Not from a swat from me.
He's very brittle now.
Man, that's a lot of health that thing had. Oof.
Man, that
That's
was
very
super
large.
Cool, though.
It was a large bird.
giant enemy burb.
Pity it fell over the edge. I bet those feathers would look super cool as a trophy.
Well, might not be going anywhere. We'll see.
Yeah, we could probably go down and investigate the body.
Yeah.
But first, the platform, I suppose.
Yeah.
Darby's gonna sit down there's any space on the ground and have a drink.
Yep.
Yep. You know what? I think I'm doing the same. I need a moment.
Egg will get his second wind.
And by I need a moment, I mean exactly 10 minutes for this prayer of healing to go off, essentially.
Speaking of taking 10 minutes, I thought this would be a good place for our usual break since we're running an hour long tonight.
Okay.